Greetings, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is the final mission of the story campaign. So let's get it started. This will be a recreation of the battle at the beginning of the film Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Which is actually the second Star Wars movie, because Star Wars is confusing and no one really understands it.
No one ever complained about the cold on Hoth. We never felt it, even though we were blinded by blizzards. We could see the final end of the rebellion in our blaster sights. Was it only a mirage, perhaps? But on that day, on that planet, our blood ran hot with dreams of victory, melting the ice that stood in our way.
I'll start out with the Imperial Engineer class, because we're going to begin the game in a vehicle.
There is no tomorrow, men. Today we crush the rebellion once and for all. You know the orders. Destroy the shield generator in preparation for Lord Vader's arrival. Next, focus all efforts on preventing the final transport ship from lifting off. We'll begin by taking over their Outlook command post. Move out.
Aye aye, disembodied voice. There's a new vehicle called the AT-AT, or AT-AT. I don't know what it stands for. All-terrain attack toy. I don't know. All-terrain attack toy. That's what I'm calling it. First thing we want to do to take out the space is destroy the defensive turrets, because those can do quite a bit of damage to our ground troops. Now, what's special about the AT-AT is that it actually serves as a mobile command post, and our units can spawn from inside it and appear right at its side. Pretty nifty. It also means they're basically never without a pilot. If you leave it on its own, one of the NPCs will inevitably hop on in. And they basically know where to take them in this mission. There's no backtracking to do here, no exploring on this map. We just kind of move forward in a straight line. So the AI does a decent job with the AT-ATs. But of course, I want to get in to rack up these kills. I mean, look at all that red text. That is just magnificent. All the carnage. It's beautiful. You may have noticed a time counter underneath the radar in the top right corner of the screen. That's because this is, in fact, a timed mission. We have 20 minutes to complete it. Will I be able to complete the mission? Obviously, because otherwise I wouldn't upload this. Why would I upload a video of me failing? That wouldn't look good at all. Spoilers, I'm gonna win the mission. Now, of course, when you're in a vehicle, you can't actually capture the command post, so I have to hop on out right now. And no, I can't have wiped all these guys out ahead of time using the AT-AT, because they do respawn. Because that's what command posts are for. Oh! Okay, that was a shot from a Dark Trooper's gun. Some Dark Trooper just hit me with lightning. That's my problem with the Dark Trooper class, really. It's why I don't play as them. It's so easy to accidentally team kill with that lightning gun. And their other gun is crap.
Now let's capture their forward bunker.
And their other gun is crap, so. And of course, now that we've captured a command post, we have to go capture another command post. Because that's just how this game works. Now, those aircraft you see buzzing around are called snow speeders. In the film, they have tethers on the back. And there's a pilot riding in the back of the snow speeder who can release the tether and wrap it around the legs of the AT-AT and trip it up and cause it to crash to the ground. And of course then this AT-AT would be pretty useless. You can do that in the game if you're playing as the rebels in multiplayer, but the NPC enemies are not at all coordinated enough to actually do it. They just kind of fly around. If they will try to wrap us up with their tether cables. But generally when they do, as just happened, although I was zoomed in so you didn't really see it, they usually just crash into the side of the AT-AT. And the AT-AT is heavily armored enough that that doesn't do much at all damage. So you may have noticed one weakness of the AT-AT is it's very, very slow. The strategy in this map, generally, you want to keep your army right around the feet of the AT-AT, because it is providing so much fire, and because you can respawn. Which means your goal here is to slowly inch your way across the map. And of course, if you're playing as the rebels in multiplayer, your goal is to destroy the AT-ATs with snow speeders, because those are command posts. They do respawn, but it takes a while, and they respawn way at the back. Which, so if both AT-ATs are destroyed, there's two of them, the rebels will be able to take back all the command posts. This is a multiplayer, you understand. Single player, obviously the enemies cannot just take command posts like that. It's all scripted. I love the guns on this thing. The little lasers, they overheat really quickly, which is unfortunate. But, oh, look how I launched that guy into the air. The little green missiles are really powerful and pretty satisfying to kill people with. Look at that guy. He just flew right off the screen. It's amazing. The AT-AT does have a weak point that rocket-carrying enemies can exploit. If you shoot his neck with a rocket, that does massive damage. But, of course, the NPCs are not smart enough to do that. It also still takes a few hits to take down. If you're not doing that, or tripping it up with the snow speeders, the AT-AT is pretty much invincible. Gotta get myself some health here. Oh, and yeah, I probably walked it way too close to the enemy base. The AT-AT is close to invincible, but when it's surrounded like enemies like that, and doesn't have a pilot, we'll see if it survives. Because my health was already suffering a bit. I'm not a stormtrooper, I'm an engineer, and you'll die for that mistake. Alright, just gotta capture this. That ATST is not looking good.
All units ready to commence attack on the shield generator. The AT-ATs will take point on the attack. Protect them at all costs.
So, just like in the movie, we've got to destroy the shield generator, protecting the rebel base from orbital bombardment. I'm gonna heal up the AT-AT a little bit here, but it has so much health. I mean, getting it to maximum is a waste of time. It takes way too long, especially when surrounded by enemies and taking hits. It'll be fine. It has really strong armor. That round building there is the shield generator. I just gotta blast it apart. We really do not have any guns in our arsenal strong enough to do this, except for the ones mounted on the AT-AT's head. Hey, look, an FMV! Why? I don't know. It's just there.
The rebel shield generator has been reduced to rubble. Ready the ground troops for the assault on Echo Base.
In the first Battlefront game, there were little scenes like that where clips from the movie were inserted into the game all over the place. For some reason, in Star Wars Battlefront 2, they only do that on this last level. I don't really understand. But anyway, why aren't I able to heal him? There we go. Looks like he's stuck. Gotta move him. I'm going to shoot a snowspeeder down in a bit just to show that I can, because it is a bit difficult. For the most part, it's a waste of time, though, because the NPCs really do not know how to use them. They just sort of fly around in circles. Sometimes they take pot shots at the AT-ATs, which really is not what they need to be doing. Most of the time, they're just doing nothing. I'm going to kill this guy because he's an idiot. See how hard it is to shoot him down, though? The thing is, if I kill him, he'll just respawn as someone doing something more useful. I'm gonna do it anyway, because I just want to. There we go. Take that. Let's say Ben Ulrand. This is post-commentary. My preview window in my video editing is really tiny. I have to lean way forward to see what the text says. Alright. So as I said, the AT-ATs are command posts. So when you're assaulting an enemy command post, it's nice to get the AT-AT reasonably close, because that way, when your units are killed, they'll respawn at the AT-AT, at the AT-AT, at AT-AT, and at AT-AT, at that point, they will be at an at that is close to at they want to be, where they want to be. See? I hope that made sense. Get out of my face. See, he just launched his tether cable, but then he immediately flew too far away for it to reach me, so... pretty pointless. That guy just threw his tether cable at the cavern wall. I don't know what he was thinking. So the rebels are kind of a sitting duck inside that bunker because they leave the door open. But there's really no point in just spamming rockets into there because they respawn right there and they have unlimited troops. So there you go. You don't want to let them get into the onto the tauntauns, which are those animals they can ride on, because then they'll get away and escape and try to flank you. Take out a couple of our guys. It's best to keep them all bottled up inside their command post here. How many times have I said command post during this LP? If anyone wants to go back and watch all the way through the LP and see how many times I've used the term command post, feel free. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that myself. At the end of the last video of this Let's Play, which this is not it, there's going to be some extra stuff, I'm going to have a little tally. I'm going to have gone through and rewatched the whole thing. And I'm going to tell you people how many times I have said command post during this Let's Play, including during this conversation itself. Alright, both my AT-ATs are reasonably close to the enemy base. I mean, it's close enough. The thing is, I don't want to take the time to move the second AT-AT all the way up there, because, again, this is a timed mission, and I don't know how long I'm going to take. So I just hop in the ATST, and it has a sprint function, so I'm just going to sprint over there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bombard the rebels with laser fire from this thing, and then charge in there while they're waiting to respawn. Very useful strategy. Because otherwise, I mean, look at how many there are. You can't take on that many on foot. They will respawn, but it takes them a moment, so I want to wipe out as many as possible. Of course, this thing is not very well armored. If they keep hitting it, it will go down pretty fast. Fortunately, they're running away, which is good. Alright. Some of my squad mates have moved on in, so I'm going to follow them. They'll act as a good distraction while I capture this command post. I could hijack one of the snowspeeders, but there's no point because I can't reach any of my objectives from here on out by flying. Alright, so we just gotta wait here. I'm gonna hide behind this crate so as not to take too much fire. Since I have the rage bonus, even at a long distance, my shotgun still does decent damage.
Excellent. Now take out the security console in the command center to gain access to the back hangar. We must destroy the final transport before it can escape. Excellent work, Lieutenant. I'll inform Lord Vader.
What is thy bidding, my master?
My bidding is that you go hit a computer with your lightsaber and make the force field blocking our progress disappear. Good? Good. Also kill that person. And that person. There. She annoyed me. She had a funny voice.
The rebel shields are deactivated. Moving on to capture the back hangar in preparation for our assault on the rebel transport ship.
People with funny voices are the scum of the earth. And they are worthless individuals, and they all deserve to die. I just said that. I believe that. It's true. So the key to winning this part of the mission is to give in to your hatred. Let the rage flow through you. Embrace the power of darkness and use it to destroy your enemies by any means necessary. You gotta forsake all sorts of love and friendship. Loyalty and faith will become meaningless to you as you just embrace the evil of FMV sequences.
Last, we almost had that rebel scum. An orbital strike beacon has been placed in the hangar for you. Acquire the beacon and place it under the transport ship. Command will use the coordinates from the beacon to launch a massive attack from above. Failure is not an option.
So that spaceship was the Millennium Falcon, which is piloted by the main heroes of the Star Wars series. And that scene was them escaping. So this might not be the completely happy ending we thought. Now it's time to just take this to the beacon. And that turret is firing a lot of bullets, and I wasn't able to block them all. Oh well. Lord Vader has left the building. Gotta go pick up the beacon. It wasn't a total waste of time because I did move it closer to my objective. Best thing to do with these auto turrets is just throw a grenade at them because they're pretty heavily armored. Small arms file doesn't do much against them. Yes, that's right, I said small arms file. Your small arms files won't do much against them. No matter how much you file their arms, they will still have arms.
Now protect the beacon while we lock in your current position.
That takes exactly 1 minute. Now, if you look, you'll see the rebels are going crazy attacking that beacon. It has very, very, very high hit points. It takes a lot of hits to go down, but the thing is, there's a whole lot of rebels over here, and most of them have grenades. The ones who don't have grenades have jetpacks. So you want to kill the rebels before they get close to the beacon. And yes, the rebels will often kill themselves trying to destroy the beacon with their grenades. But that doesn't really matter because they have infinite respawns. I find a good strategy is just to hide behind these boxes. As you can see, they're all coming out of that door in the back there, the other side of this little valley. So this is a good vantage point for killing them without taking too many hits yourself. Yes, you can use the engineer to repair the beacon, but it doesn't really matter. It has so much health, you'll just be standing there forever. Getting close to the beacon is a good way to get hit with grenades. Alright, let's watch these explosions. In a cutscene.
As the rebels fled, the 501st gathered around a burning bunker and let out a cheer that shook the stars. The rebellion was done. The Death Star was being rebuilt bigger than ever. Order had finally returned to the galaxy, in no small part due to the efforts of the fighting men of the 501st.
All hail the Empire!